In this educational video, you will be listening to a homosexual black male give you a lesson in how to not be a divested, skank-ass mammy. Okay? Now, this dude might be gay. He may like to bobble the balls and choke on the knob, bend it over and bust it wide open. But there's a message that this black transsexual has for the divestment community. And without further ado, as I always say, give me just a second or two to fuck around with my cheap ass Android, and I'll let y'all listen to something, and I'll give y'all my commentary. Hold on. Stop laughing at my Android. Come on now. There you go.
Them. I can't be dealing with them. I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, girl, I am done with Vikings. I am done with Vikings. And I was explaining to her that it was so sad that we live in the year 2022, and yet we behave like we're still living in 1657 or something. That because somebody comes from a different culture, somebody, comes from a different culture or has a different skin color, you therefore cannot be with them, or if you are with them, you have to remind them of how terrible their culture is, and that you've saved them from their culture. Some of these white men that enter into our spaces speak to us as though we do not hear them. They speak to us as though we are not in the room, and they speak to us as though we have no emotions. There was another guy who tried to talk to me, and, he was South African, which was, a little bit more disappointing because you want to believe the best in your fellow countrymen. But girl...
Oh yeah, by the way, this is a person that is living, if I'm not mistaken, in the United States, but they are of South African descent. Believe it or not.
He started talking to me, and he was all like, you know what they say, they're like, you're not like the others, that's why I like you. And I'm like, oh, you mean like the other what? Because you mean like other trans girls, other like what? He's like, no, other black people. Like other black people aren't like you at all. You're a step above. And I'm like, that's not a compliment for me. And that's when he he dug in deeper, and he was all like explaining his point of view and going on about how, he went on about his beliefs about black people, comparing us to animals and saying that we were vicious and we were just killing and destroying everything in our path, and that's why, the continent is the way that it is. He went deep. He said, he was like, the worst thing that white people have actually done for black people is give them education, because he said that's when they thought, they were something spectacular. Like, he went deep. And I'm like, how are you trying to win me over? But say this. And it got to a point I had to block this boy because I was...
As you can imagine, I am bursting at the seams to comment on this.
Like, please stop talking to me. The things you're saying are hurting my feelings. And I'm not enjoying the conversations that I'm having with you. And it's annoying. It is so annoying because you meet somebody who, at surface level, you get along with wonderfully. You have similar interests. You both find each other attractive. You both would match sexually. Like, it all works. But then it's pulled apart because, you know, you're black and he's white, or he's this culture and you're that culture, and therefore you cannot be together. And I'm like, y'all need to grow up. Y'all need to grow up. I'm not saying, like, every white person out there needs to put on a Black Lives Matter t-shirt and become the biggest and baddest ally. But I am saying that if you're going to step into a community, you're not going to kidnap me like I'm some Pocahontas.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not about to be a stolen daughter.
Hotel.
If you want to be with me, that means you need to accept the fact that I come from a culture and an experience that's different from yours. And you need to understand that when the black community is hurt, I am hurt along with it. Yes, we have our problems with our men. But at the end of the day, you know what? I still see humanity in all of us. And black people included. You know what I mean? Like, I still feel my people's pain. You know what I mean? Because I live it every single day. So I'm not about to be a kid. Like, I'm not about to be a stolen daughter. I'm really not about to be a stolen daughter. So what does that mean? Like, what does that even, you know what I mean? Like, what does that mean for me? Does that mean, like I'll be with no one because, no, I'm going to be with somebody, girl. But it does mean that,
So, we'll go ahead and end it. I ain't going to say end it, but I'll go ahead and give my commentary as I do my classical step out the back door thing. Look, boy. Let me explain to you why he was talking to you like that. I've seen, well, first off, let me explain how I even came across that channel. Because y'all are like, shadow ban? Are you suspect? Nah, recently Benzino was caught up in some situation with a tranny. Now, he really wasn't messing with the tranny, but a lot of people from the tranny community got upset that he didn't just proudly claim the tranny. Now, Benzino wasn't trying to mess with the tranny, but it was no more than a phone conversation, and 50 Cent trolled him and posted up a phone conversation. And the only thing that you have to say is Benzino and tranny to get the whole hip-hop world talking. But let me get back to this person. Every now and then I'll look at porn, and then, you know, you'll get these little side shows that pop up, and nowadays they be desperately trying to get you to look at gay porn because they incorporate transsexuals into just women. You know, there's a lot of stuff, especially if you look at blowjobs. If you look at blowjobs, you're gonna run into transsexuals, and what they'll do is take the ones that look the absolute most like women, and they'll slide them over to the woman side. So you'll wind up seeing it even if you ain't trying, and you'll sit there and probably notice, God damn, that dude's jaw look just a little strong. Or that girl's jaw looks just a little strong. That ain't no girl, you know. But the point I wanted to make is that sometimes you will have these little chat rooms in these little comment sections where you'll have, you know, black people, black women, or some dude taking off their clothes. You know, you'll probably have a guy and a girl together taking off their clothes. And you'll have white folk all up in the comment section, some racist, loser, incel piece of garbage, talking about, take those clothes off, you fucking nigger. Whip that big ass dick out, you black fucking monkey. Yeah, beat it, you fucking nigger. Get it on hard. I wish I could come sit on it right now, you fucking gorilla subhuman trash. And, you know, they'll be doing this. You know, they'll be talking this way. Now, the way that this little gay dude, this tranny, should have handled that is that he should have just invited that little sissy-ass white dude over, and he should have, because I listened to a couple more videos of his. The channel is actually quite interesting, you know, because he is a itty-bitty little dude in a dress. He claims he's 115 pounds, but he likes to get up on top of dudes. I said, you should have invited that white dude over there and pounded. You should have tried to hospitalize his ass. That's probably what he wanted you to do. But anyways, the ultimate point that I wanted to make is this. This person, through all that effeminate sissyhood that you heard, because that is a man that you're listening to, through all that effeminate sissyhood is still in tune with a sense of manhood or a sense of attachment to his people. See, there's a whole bunch of women out there, man, and they don't tell these stories. Instead, what they'll do is sit up there and boast and brag to you about all their white friends and how they live in the white community and white this and white that. They won't say all the stuff that it is that they have to go through. Like, there's a sister I'm subscribed to. I don't even know how she got away with posting it up on YouTube. I gotta check to see if her channel is even around. This woman posted up a white man taking a big, nasty, beige-colored shit in a black woman's face. The most disgusting thing I have. There's only, man, one or two more things that I can think of more disgusting than that. You know, kind of like South Africa signing over everything to China nowadays. You know, speaking of South Africa, you know, the white folk left you alone. Now you come to find out, you motherfuckers wasn't fighting apartheid. You was just fighting for a different master. You got us over here all concerned and worried. But the video was disgusting. And see, a lot of black women that wind up in these relationships, they'll sit up there and let these type of dudes degrade them and talk about them and dehumanize them and dehumanize their whole people. Because I'm sitting up thinking to myself, I mean, this is a little gay dude, but at the same time, why do you want to interact or have any relationship with somebody and then sit up there and tell them all this and all that? And then the part that really got me triggered is when this gay dude said he told her, talking about some black people in education. Bitch, sit your... I would have reached through that goddamn phone, however she was communicating, he was communicating with that dude and say, motherfucker, sit your bitch ass down somewhere. The Moors taught you how to wash your ass and some of every goddamn thing else. Don't even get me to talking. I'll turn into Hidden Colors time 10 up in here, dude. The fuck up out of here. You ain't educated no goddamn body. Just about 75% of the knowledge Europe has today. You know what I'm saying? And then he also revealed what he really feels about educated black people. And see, you be getting black folk moving into these white neighborhoods and you believe it's all good. Man, them people just looking at you as such a snotty ass, you know, uppity nigga. That's what they used to call them back in the day. But anyways, divestors can learn from this man in a dress. Somebody forward this to Irene Yvette. Like, real talk. Real talk. Forward this to Irene Yvette. She always talking about the trannies. The trannies are making Irene Yvette insecure for some reason. And she got big ass titties. I don't know why she's insecure. Shit. Irene Yvette's titties are big. Even though she's delusional and crazy. She's pretty, but she's delusional and crazy. She claims she's a radical conservative, and this bitch voted for Biden and supports abortion and every other extreme left-wing liberal policy, but she's the radical black conservative. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope that I have educated you on just a little something. I'm out. Listen to the birds sing down south. I'm out.